Alright, so it's Wednesday afternoon. Scouts Outdoor Services had their first, I wouldn't say major accident, but we removed a tree. It wasn't a real big tree. We were able to get the whole thing in the truck. And there's some inside the trailer, not much. But in the process, we had the truck spare tire and the trailer spare tire. And we had leaned them up against the, we had this door closed and we had leaned them up against that door, and we were putting all the tools away and all that stuff, and the tires were normally in the back of the truck, and long story short, we had them out to fill up with the tree in there. So we had them lean up against the thing and say we got everything packed up, closed up, and then we had to do something for the neighbor across the street. Forgot about the tires, and we went to drive off, and felt a big bump, and it pushed in the fender, smushed it in. Grab the fender, Scout. It smushed in the front of the fender and ripped the first two screws off, bolts, whatever. They're self-tappers. And obviously then it also ripped the wire out of my light that I just put on this year, or had put on. So here, turn it this way so you can kind of see. Get over here in the light. We're in the shadows. So you can kind of see it ripped the screw out of this one, and here the bolt. That would be this one and that one down there. So it only, believe it or not, it only had two more self-tappers holding the whole thing in. Don't push that in because you have to use that wire. And it only had two other self-tappers holding the whole thing on, so not that big of a deal. We're going to straighten it out and put a couple more screws in it, and probably actually just use the ones that are here and see how it goes, and rewire. Hopefully it works. Yeah, second time today we had to do some rewiring. We had a light. We had one of our front running lights across the top. We had put some stuff up on our shelf and the thing, and it had pulled a wire loose, and we noticed it last night when we were picking up a snowmobile. So anyways, yeah, par for the course. Shouldn't be too bad. Straightening it out, and then and you can see they just screw right here in this flange. So if I have to move over a ½ inch and another screw in, we should be okay. We'll put a big washer on it, something. Alright.